Welcome back to another episode of GOAT Worthy Reactions, where we mainly focus on the GOATs on this channel. And isn't it so fitting that we got an unreleased AM track? Apparently, it's from the album, an unreleased album called Straight from the Lab Part 2. Apparently, never heard of no Straight from the Lab Part 1 or 2. So we're gonna dive into those. Let me know if y'all want to hear more from those two unreleased albums, because these albums are like literally. It's not just something people just concocted and put together. Like, no, there's actual songs. Both of these Straight from the Labs 1 and 2 actually have a lot of songs I never even heard about. So that's dope. So I guess this is supposed to be leaked during that like overdose era when he was like really doing bad. So yeah, did tell me that he sounds a little weird on here, but that the track is fire, and then I should react to it. And why wouldn't the GOAT Worthy channel react to the G.O.A.T? Like, I have to. So let's get it, man. Also, real quick, keeping the intros very short, getting straight to the tracks, right? Oh, this is 2011? Did we react 2011? No, this ain't 2011. This is before that. Yeah, this is before that. But yeah, real quick, Patreon. The Patreon's finally up. It's in the description box below. It's in my bio. It's everywhere you can find it. It's on my Instagram. You'll find it. Look for the Patreon. Sign up. It's free. I got a 7-day free trial on there. I tried to make the first tier just a free trial, a free tier. Patreon wouldn't let me, so I got to charge $1 for it. So after 7 days, you get charged $1 for the tier 1. But we got 3 tiers on there right now. We're doing the Welcome to Hell. Bad Meets Evil, Welcome to Hell, the sequel. I forget what the album's called. This is like new to me, but we're doing the Bad Meets Evil album, the sequel. Eminem and Royce, obviously. We got Welcome to Hell done, which is the intro. We got Fast Lane done, and we got and I just did the reunion, so I'm going through it. Yeah, I'm going through it. I'm trying to get through it until the Death of Slim Shady drops. And once that drops, that's gonna take priority, and we'll get back to Bad Meets Evil after. But yeah, sign up for the Patreon, man. Sign up for the Patreon. Support the channel in which way you can. But just showing up and watching is enough for me. Let's get it. Eminem, G.O.A.T.
I'm a GOAT. And for those of y'all who don't know what a GOAT is, it means the greatest of all time. And I consider myself one of those, so thank you very much. Here it goes. This is the part I was worried about. Everyone thinks that my career is down the tubes, and I'm in some dusty garage, inhaling them carbon monoxide fumes. And everyone's telling me what I should do and how I should come out and what to rap about. And I know that I got a lot up in my medulla oblongata that I gotta get out. I'm not sure how this is gonna come off. They're probably gonna think that I'm coming off as cocky. Like I just started giving a fuck what you really think about me.
Wow.
So the thing about me is you don't really know a thing about me. Everyone's making this think about me, like there's some kind of an aura of that of the king around me. Surround me with other big gangsters, killers and bangers, and the most dangerous criminals. And I feel like I'm more comfortable around them than I do my own motherfucking.
Yo, this flow he's on. First of all, this beat is weird, but now I'm not like, I didn't like when the beat first dropped. I was like, okay, a little weird beat. Two things are happening. He changed my mind on the beat already, because I see that the beat is making him flow very weird, and I like that. I like when he does. This dude is an experimental rapper, dog. He will try anything. If he can get it going, he will continue it. So right now, I'm liking the flow, and I'm liking what he's doing. I guess I just really like what he's doing to the beat. I wouldn't listen to this beat or want to rap on this beat, but what he's doing to the beat, I'm liking. So this is the part I was worried about. Everyone's think, well, first of all, the hook, is that the hook, or that's just an intro? Okay. So in the intro, he says, I'm willing to mow your grass, but I specialize in eating them seeds. In the immortal words of LL Cool J, he would say, I'm a GOAT. And for those of y'all who don't know what a GOAT is, it means the greatest of all time, and I consider myself one of those. Thank you very much. Here it goes. Yeah, you dang right you one of those. Oh, I like that we're doing this right now. Things are just lining up, man. The Toby track, he had the GOAT in there. GOAT is in the hook. We just started the channel, GOAT Worthy. We're freaking reacting to the GOAT. Like, come on now. This is divine intervention. I'm telling y'all. So he said he considers himself one of those. Thank you very much. Okay, here it goes. He said, this is the part I was worried about. Everyone's thinking that my career is down the tubes, and I'm in some dusty garage inhaling them carbon monoxide fumes. And everyone's telling me what I should do and how I should come out and what to rap about. And I know that I'm going to chop up this flow, y'all, because I can't do the flow he did. He said, I know that I got a lot up in my medulla oblongata that I got to get out. And I'm not sure how this thing is going to come off. They're probably going to think that I'm coming off as cocky, like I just started giving a F what you really think about me. See, the thing about me is you don't know a thing about me. Everyone's making this think about me. Like there's some kind of an aura of that kin around me. surrounding me with nothing but bangers and killers and bangers and nothing but dangerous criminals, and I feel more comfortable around them than I do my own neighbors. Like, just the way he's finding this pocket right here is insane, dog. This is an insane pocket. I've never heard him in this pocket, and I'm not saying it's like blowing me away, but it is pretty crazy that he sounds very like like rappers would die to do a flow like this. Trust me, they would give their all. They would try and they still wouldn't come close. So like, M is really just the flow god. Somebody tried to tell me he wasn't the flow god a couple weeks ago. I still think about you. Yeah, he said Biggie's the flow god. I'm like, Biggie's the flow god. Biggie has a nice flow. He has a unique flow, and he has one of my favorite flows. But he has about a flow or two. He don't got that many flows. He got about a flow or two. Let's not get crazy. He's got the cool, relaxed flow. He's got the ladies flow. He's got the club flow, and he's got his rap flow. But all those other ones, besides the rap flow, they're pretty similar. His rap flow is the one when he goes off. But anyways, yeah. So this is what he's describing is a time where he was gone. So he was gone for a while. So okay, so this would make sense. This is definitely during that 2004 encore era up to 2009 relapse when he was like, yeah, I told him he did something though within that time. He did something with Eminem, Lloyd Banks, and 50. I need to know what the name of that song is, and I need to know if that was on an actual album, because I'm gonna have to react to that if he did. So yeah. Anyways, he's describing a time where, and you know what? He sounds a little. I'm not gonna lie, his voice sounds a little off, like he might have been on something, because he's kind of slurry a little bit. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose, but he sounds a little sluggish. If I'm being honest. But for the most part, I'm liking the flow. I'm liking what he's talking about, the context. He's, around this time, he signed 50 Cent, G Unit. He's around 50 Street Team. There's stuff happening. They got beef. They almost got to a fight with Suge Knight. All this crazy stuff is going on. So I can see why M is like, what I'm saying? He's saying, these dudes I'm around all the time, and they got my back, I got their back, and I'm from Runyon Ave in Detroit, and Trick, I feel more comfortable around these dudes than I do my own neighbors in this neighborhood, which is probably predominantly Caucasian, Asian neighborhood, right, where there's just people who are uncomfortable with him around. He's uncomfortable around them, and it's pretty dope. I like the picture he's painting. This man can paint a picture, and we're only halfway through the first verse, so there you go, 7 minutes.
But see, my dream is to be remembered as one of the best when I leave. But why does it seem like I'm not even put up in the same category as other MCs? So when Weezy says that he's better than Jay-Z, please be that just subliminally. Means he thinks Jigga's the best and that he's the only one up in that league, see?
You know what's crazy? What's crazy is that MN's been battling this right here since the beginning of his career, dog. And I'm talking about even before he got put on. He's been battling this. He's breaking that wall down. He has broken the wall down financially. He has broken the wall down status, and he's here, and he ain't going nowhere, right? Okay, so he has broken the wall down, but he hasn't, and he'll never be able to break that wall down, right? Because there's a wall he wants to break down. Eminem secretly, like, as much as he spits at his haters and he he hates his haters and he likes dissing them and stuff like that, I believe he wants to win his haters over. One hater at a time. He wants to win them over. He wants everybody's respect. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows how great he is. And this book, I'm going to keep promoting it. I don't care if y'all get tired of it. Eminem, The Way I Am, you will learn a lot. Songs like this are all connected to this book. I'm telling you, because he talks about his struggle, his come up, and all of that in this book. And there's freaking pictures in here. Never before seen stuff, bro. Pictures in here, writing. Look at that. That's from the Eminem. Look, sneakers. It's mad stuff in here. Dope stuff. He talks about the stuff he's interested in. His favorite sneakers. He got the Proof Air Maxes. It's wild. Anyways, The Way I Am. Go cop the book. They didn't tell me to say that. I'm just doing that because I love him. But anyways, yeah, man. So this whole thing about he's still not put in the categories of other MCs. He's still catching flack, dog. He's been catching flack since 2000, whenever this was, and still to this day, 2024, they still talking crazy about him. It's amazing how this dude uses that as fuel and keeps going. He just keeps going, dog. I love it. He's a competitive dude.
Easy just to consider me one of the greatest.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that whole line right there he said about Lil Wayne at this point. Oh, so this got to be like 2008 maybe, because Lil Wayne, his favorite rapper is Jay-Z, and I just saw Wayne recently say his top 5, and he said Jay-Z, Eminem, Missy Elliott, and I forgot who else. I think he said Drake. I was like, dog, come on, stop it. I know you're trying to help him out because Kendrick whooping that ass, but you ain't gotta go do all that. But Yeah, so when Weezy says that he's better than Jay-Z, please read that just subliminally. It means that he thinks that Jig is the best and he's the only one up in that league. See, you know what I'm saying? Which is true at that time. The Show Me What You Got thing Lil Wayne did. He calls Jay-Z, if he's a Mike Jordan, then I must be LeBron James if he's Jordan. He said, no, wait, I want rings with that performance. I'm more Kobe Bryant, best in all of them. Yeah, you better don't dare try to put LeBron. Lil Wayne almost got me tight when he did that, but he cleaned it up. He almost put LeBron over Kobe's. Boy, stop playing. And this is what I mean by, like Eminem could be the Jordan of rap because he is the greatest of all time. But let's say they said Jay-Z was the greatest of all time, right? Because Jay-Z's up there. He's in the top 5 for sure. And he's up there. As far as like sales, he sold a lot of records, right? Skills, he's nice. Stature, respect in the industry, he's like the king of hip hop, right? Within like other rappers, like rappers are quick to call him the king. They too scared to call Eminem the king because Eminem's white, but they're quick to call Jay-Z the king, and nobody really disrespects Jay-Z unless you're 50, right? He's like, so my point is that he might have the persona of being the king, the billionaire, you know what I'm saying, the business and all that. So let's say he was Jordan. The reason why I call Eminem the Kobe Bryant is because number one, Kobe to me is more skilled. Kobe to me is better than Mike. Kobe to me is more skilled than Mike. Kobe to me, I'd rather say M is the Kobe Bryant of the rap game because Kobe to me is the most skilled ever, right? And that's just how I look at it. And as far as number wise, Eminem is like the LeBron, the Kobe, and the Jordan all wrapped together because he is the ultimate greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. He is the most skilled of all time, Kobe Bryant, and he does have all the numbers and stats over everyone, LeBron James. M is like all three of them wrapped in one, but Kobe's my favorite player, so I give M the Kobe nod. But anyways, yeah. Lil Wayne calls himself the Kobe. Lil Wayne's up there. Lil Wayne's in my top 5. He might be in my top 2 or 3, honestly. And Wayne used to not be that high. As I got older, I realized how nice Wayne is and how nice he still is. I see why him and M are such close friends, bro, because they both care about what they do. You know what I'm saying? They care about the craft and they still trying to improve on their craft. So shout out to Wayne on that. Let's continue.
Because of the MC. So when Weezy says that he's better than Jay-Z, please be that just subliminally. It means he thinks Jig is the best and that he's the only one up in the league. See, and it's easy just to consider me one of the greatest white rappers there is. Knowing goddamn well that I'm one of the best motherfucking rappers who ever lived, period. I'm a GOAT, and I don't mean to gloat, but I know what I know and I know what you think. And these magazines will never put it in ink because how would it look if they considered me as a GOAT?
Now that's a hook. The intro was cool, but that's a hook. He said, I'm a GOAT, and I don't mean to gloat, but I know what I know, and I know what I know, and I know what you think. If these magazines ever put it in ink, because how would it look if they considered me as a GOAT? Why? Because he's white. He doesn't want to say it. Em doesn't want to say it, but it's because he's white, dog. It's because you're white, bro. It's all right, man. It's racist, bro. It's many things on many levels. Imagine somebody did this to a black artist. Imagine rock and roll. Not rock and roll, but let's imagine let's just imagine hip hop was a white art form and a black dude tried to get in and people constantly just keeping him out, not letting him in. Just like from the beginning of his career before Dre, they didn't want him in. They didn't want him in the ciphers. He had to prove himself. They didn't want him in the clubs. He had to prove himself. They didn't want him in the battles. He had to shred MCs and prove himself. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want him in they didn't want Dre to sign him. He had to prove himself. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want him in the industry. He had to prove himself. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want him anywhere. And now they don't want him on the list, but now he's on these lists making top 5. He had to prove himself. And eventually what he wants to do is end up number 1 in everyone's eyes because Eminem cares that much. He is very competitive. But I'm telling y'all right now, it's not going to happen. Haters going to hate. Haters going to hate. Haters going to hate. But on my list, he's number 1. Of course. Him and Tupac. But he said, I'm a GOAT, and I don't mean to gloat, but I know what I know, and I know what you think. If these magazines ever put it in ink, because what would you consider me as a GOAT? I botched that.
Rappers there is, knowing goddamn well that I'm one of the best motherfucking rappers who ever lived, period. I'm a GOAT, and I don't mean to gloat, but I know what I know and I know what you think. And these magazines will never put it in ink because how would it look if they considered me as a GOAT? And for those those of y'all who don't know what a GOAT is, it means the greatest of all time, and I consider myself one of those, so thank you very much.
Here it goes.
Maybe they figure that I'm on my way out the game, so they gotta go try to find them a new Eminem or a new Shady. If they think it's gonna happen, man, I thought I was crazy. Or maybe I could be taking it wrong and they're trying to pay homage to me in a strange way. So let me pay homage to my fellow white competitors almost in the same way. See, you hardly ever do hear anyone even bringing up Paul Wall's white, cause lyrically he doesn't pose a threat to anyone. See, he's just alright. And Bubba Sparks, he just won't write because he's so caught up in that Snow White. The Timberland can't even get him in the studio. He's still going off that coke, right? And it's so sad cause he's dope, right? America's next great white hope, right? So now they feel like they gotta come up with some corny ass white rapper show, right?
Wow.
Which I'm still having these feelings about. They said to be real, I'm just spilling it out. There's something about a white boy talking black and running around with a damn grill in his mouth. And I love when they say that Tiger Woods shit. Isn't it ironic that the best rapper's white and the best golfer's black? And I'm the one who's gotta catch all the flack over that.
You know what's crazy about what he just said? So he kind of like subliminally took a little shot at Wayne and Jay-Z, right? So just a little shot, nothing crazy. But Jay-Z has said that Tiger Woods riff. I've seen it. He said that in like 2010, 2009, like somewhat recent. That's not recent. That's 15 years ago. But I mean, like it's recent. It's way past this point, right? He said, isn't it ironic that the best rapper is white? Yeah. And I'm the one who has to catch flack for that. So nobody complains when Tiger Woods is, well, there you go. I was trying to think of a hip hop scheme. There you go. Golf, perfect scheme. Predominantly all white, right? Predominantly, anyways, is a white sport. Tiger Woods comes through and he becomes the best in that sport. White people don't trip. They call him the best. You know what I'm saying? I know there's I forgot what the other golfer's name. He might be the actual GOAT, but I think Tiger Woods did more in a shorter amount of time, and that's why he's like held so high. And on top of that, he's black, so he stands out. But Tiger Woods is definitely a GOAT though. But he doesn't catch any flack for it though. Even if he's not the GOAT, number one GOAT, he doesn't catch any flack. It's like Derek Jeter being labeled the GOAT, right? The greatest Yankee player of all time. He's not really the greatest Yankee player of all time. It's really like Babe Ruth. Who else? I don't want to say Alex Rodriguez on the other because some dudes might have been on roids and stuff like that. Derek Jeter has a clean career. Clean, from what I know, he has a clean career. But people call him the greatest Yankee of all time or just the most loved Yankee player of all time. And he doesn't catch any flack for that. You know what I'm saying? So Eminem catches flack for it because it's predominantly black and black people get to say more stuff than white people get to say for obvious reasons. I'm not really arguing that, but it's just like, why can't we all just get along? Why can't we all just respect each other? Why can't we all just give each other the credit each of us deserve? I don't know. People be hating. Haters gonna hate. What you gonna do? Get over it. So I like what he's doing here, man. He said maybe they figured out that I'm on my way out the game, so they got to try and find a new Eminem or a new Shady. If you think that's gonna happen, man, I thought I was crazy. I like the way he's rapping. Like he's kind of talking rapping. He does sound kind of high. I'm not gonna lie. He said, or maybe I could be taking it wrong, and they're trying to pay homage to me in a strange way. So let me pay homage to my fellow white competitors almost in the same way. You see, he said, hardly did you ever hear anyone bring up Paul Wall's white, because lyrically he doesn't pose a threat to anyone. See, he's just all right. Oh, okay, he's talking about it. So he's basically saying like, people give Paul Wall they give Paul Wall his credit. They show love, right? The culture likes Paul Wall. Why? Because he doesn't pose a threat to their culture. He doesn't pose a threat to being labeled above another black artist. So he can get love. They can show him. They can give him his credit. They can say, "See, why can't you just be like Paul Wall?" Nah, Eminem's here to be the GOAT though, and they don't like that. That's a threat. His numbers are a threat. His relatability is a threat. His lyrical prowess are a threat to their culture, and it's really not. Because all M does is tell you who his superheroes are. M can't win a reward. He can't do an album. He can't do nothing. He can't speak in public before he does any of that, he's going to give respect and love and prayers to the ones before him. He does it all the time, y'all. Relax. Don't worry. He's not going to steal the game and run away with it. Like Benzino said, one day we're going to look and it's going to be a picture of hip hop. It's going to show Eminem. We can't have that. It's ours. I saw a little clip on Instagram about that. I'm about to react to that whole freaking thing because I heard somebody did like a cartoon animated version of that. We're going to have fun. We're going to have some fun on this channel too. Like we're going to do all GOAT stuff, but we're going to have fun on this channel too because I'll be seeing some funny stuff I want to react to. But let's continue here. He said, and Bubba Sparks, he just won't write because he's so caught up in that Snow White that Timberland can't even get him in the studio. He's so going off that coke, right? Dang. Shots fired. And it's so bad because he's dope, right? America's next great white hope, right? Bubba Sparks was nice. So now they feel like they got to come up with this corny ass white rapper show, right? I remember that whack ass show. I think I'm disappointed because I'm pretty sure MC Search was on there, like he was a judge or he was behind the show. Like, what you doing, dog? Come on, dog. That was really corny. That was MC Search, bad move, my boy. And I like MC Search, third base. I'm a fan. Old school rap. I like them. I like the Beastie Boys. You know what I'm saying? But Search, what you doing, buddy? Okay, there's something about that. So white boy, he said, okay, so I'm just here having mixed feelings about. Okay, so in which I'm still having mixed feelings about. They said to be real. I'm just spilling it out. They said to be real. I'm just spilling out. Be Real song. Is that a Cypress Hill song? Because it sounds like they said to be real. Like Be Real. That's his name. He's from the group Cypress Hill, so I'm thinking maybe spilling out is something. I don't know, but there's something about a white boy talking. I can't even talk. He said something about a white boy talking black, running around with a damn grill in his mouth. Oh man, is that what they're doing on the show, or is he talking about Paul Wall still? Because I think Paul Wall's pretty authentic. He's from Houston, you know what I'm saying? He's just what they do down there. So there's nothing wrong with that. He got a grill in his mouth. He got a grill in his mouth. He got tattoos. He got tattoos. That's just what they do down there. That's not really like a cultural thing. A race thing. It's a cultural thing. So he goes, I think he's talking about the show though. And then it's ironic. Right. Right. All right, let's keep it going.
These are the people who never had heard of it. When they say that Tiger Woods shit, isn't it ironic that the best rapper's white and the best golfer's black? And I'm the one who's gotta catch all the flack over that. But these are the people who never had heard of an Eminem until they came out. But I had already hit middle America. Parents just all got to liking me now. And suddenly I wasn't such a bad guy. All of the hatred from me must have died. Thought I committed career suicide, so I had to turn back into the bad guy. So his anatomy God made Raggedy Ann and Andy. Not Raggedy Andy and Andy and Andy. And Angelina Jolie is just another hoe. And Brad is a sucker because once I fuck her, she wants to go to Somalia to adopt another baby. You know what I say? No. You better say some of them kids from Madonna. She needs all the publicity she can get. You want a Shady? Well, you got it, man. I ain't apologizing for shit. I'ma go.
Oh, shit. Song took a wild turn real quick. He said Raggedy Andy and Andy. Yo, he said, that's a fact. Angelina Jolie, they be adopting mad kids from like South Africa, Somalia. That's funny. He said, and Brad is a sucker because once I fuck, she want to go to Somalia. You know what I tell her? No. So you better save some of them kids from Madonna. She needs all the publicity she can get. You want a Shady? Well, you got it, man. I ain't apologizing for shit. Yo, I like this song, dog. I'm mad this song didn't make an actual album. Did it get leaked? Is that the reason why these songs ain't making an actual album? Because they got leaked? That's probably the reason. Because I don't see, even though he sounds a little drugged out, I don't see this not making an album. This is good enough. This is good enough for an album. But these are people who never. This kind of reminds me of like the Encore Eminem though, right? This beat reminds me of Encore beats, stuff like that. But anyways, these are people who never heard of an Eminem till 8 Mile came out. But I already hit middle America. Parents are starting to liking me now. And suddenly I wasn't such a bad guy. Bad guy, the song. He said, all the hatred of music, all the hatred for my music must have died. I thought I committed career suicide, so I had to turn back into the bad guy. He says, oh, Aggy A's anatomy God made Raggedy Ann and Andy. Not Raggedy Andy and Andy. And Angelina Jolie is just another, oh. They ain't even spell hoe right here. Okay, they got to step their lyrics right. We gotta find let me know what we gotta find a good channel, a good source for lyrics. Cause Genius trash. I don't know if y'all know. Genius used to be called Rap Genius. Rap Genius is a whole different staff. They knew their stuff. I'm telling you, they had it ready, set to go. The lyrics correct, everything. Genius now it's just Genius because they do more than just rap. It's a whole different staff. I guarantee. I don't know that for a fact, but I guarantee it's a whole different staff because they're whack. They gotta be. It gotta be a whole different staff because they're whack. They get it wrong all the time, like constantly get it wrong. But let's go.
I don't mean to glow, but I know what I know and I know what you're thinking. These magazines I never put it in ink because how would it look if they consider me as a GOAT? And for those of y'all who don't know what a GOAT is, it means the greatest of all time, and I consider myself one of those. So thank you very much. Here it goes. Man, I'm taking my ball and going home, man. This shit is too easy. Nobody wants to even pass me the ball, cause I'm a GOAT. So don't worry, I'm out the motherfucking game. And y'all can sit and argue about who's the motherfucking best, but y'all know I'm a GOAT. And like I said, I'm one of the motherfucking best. Before you get your panties in a motherfucking bunch. Before I go, I'd like to say fuck you very much to everybody who wasn't there from the start. And thank you very much to everybody who was. And You only gotta say it, just think it, cause I know that you know that I know that you know that I know that I'm a GOAT.
Yeah.
I'm out, y'all. It's been real. I'm a GOAT.
So it's kind of like he was retiring almost, right? Yeah, I'm glad he didn't. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm glad he didn't. But yeah, that's what it sounded like. This might have been on his last album, right? It's giving me the feels of that. But yeah, that wraps up today, man. He killed that. He bodied that, man. I like the hug. I'm gonna go, and I don't mean to go, but I know what I know. Like, I like that. I like when he does stuff like that, and I like this little outro. He's just like, he's opening up, telling y'all like, listen, man. You know that I know. You know that I know. Like, I don't gotta say. Y'all know why. Then I consider me a GOAT, right? Y'all know what it is. And he's been, look how long he's been dealing with this, bro. He just did this on Toby. He just spoke to these things, these factors on Toby. How many years later? Maybe 20 years later. Like, that is wild, dog. That is very wild, bro. And this man, he don't stop. Thank God he doesn't stop, bro. And he's gotten better. We out.